here at Maxwell, we all have our very own memories. Our students really have a shared and collective group of memories from being together through these last 6 years. This year, our two Memories of Maxwell essay presenters will be Elke Coenders and Cassie Smallwood. Ladies.
Hello, I'm Elke Coenders, and I'm going to read you an essay I wrote called My Maxwell Memories. Have you ever had any school memories that just have to be told? Well, I have a few memories that you might have experienced or are waiting to do yourself. Some of my favorite Maxwell memories are 4-H camp, the Entrepreneur Fair, and the Cincinnati trip, which were premiered and arranged very well by Mrs. Bell, Mrs. Grant, Mrs. Haney, and Mrs. Penrose. To start out with, at 4-H camp, it was very amusing to stay overnight. I got to bunk with my 4th grade friends and chaperones. The cabins were cozy, but still gave the camping vibe. The trip was very educational and entertaining. We got to do activities and witness visual examples. In one activity, we got to seek life in a lake. Also, the chaperones were very responsible and friendly, and they kept everyone very maintained and organized. Mothers and fathers, like mine, cared for other children like they were their own. Another one of my favorite Maxwell memories is the Entrepreneur Fair, which helped us learn about economics and business. It was a self-experience with starting a business, hence the name Entrepreneur. We made our own products for profit and advertisements. We got to sort out tickets, which counted as 50 cents each. We got to pick our own partners, create our own business plans, and raise our own money to be able to have our Cincinnati trip. Last but not least, I enjoyed going on the Cincinnati trip during my time at Maxwell. We earned the money to go on the trip by selling things at the Entrepreneur Fair. It was a very enjoyable and informative trip about civil rights and slavery. We watched movies, experienced activities, and observed very interesting exhibits in the Freedom Center and many other places. Many of the movies were emotional and magnificent. Some of the slavery movies made a few people cry, and we watched a spectacular, marvelous IMAX movie that was incredibly realistic. I'm really going to miss Maxwell and will never forget my Maxwell memories, like 4-H camp, the Entrepreneur Fair, and the Cincinnati trip. I hope I helped you reflect on your school memories. I can still remember that when I was in kindergarten, at dismissal, I would pretend that I was asleep on the carpet, so that when my grandmother, and sometimes my grandfather, came to pick me up, I could stay at school longer. That's how great Maxwell and my Maxwell memories